YouTube, what's up? Hope y'all doing well. I ain't get to post last week, forgive me. Been trying to focus on the job. I'm still learning, so as much as I wanted to post, I was just working long hours. I was running my clock out last week, trying to keep my experience up, you know what I mean? Or not half step, I was pushing it all the way through, using my full clock because I can, because by the time I'm done, they get me home every week. So now I really don't mind driving so much. Before, it was all about the clock and making sure I was only driving 8 hours. That way I can get my time back, so I wouldn't have to do a 34 reset. I got a comment, I believe it was from Bob, it was from somebody, one of the subscribers, about the time clock. And what I can tell you about that is it's not as complicated as it seems. You got your 14-hour clock, which is that you can only work 14 hours a day, which is, I still don't get that because you can't drive more than 11, so how would I keep working? But anyway, you got 14 hours, then you got 11 hours to drive, and then you got your 70-hour clock, and that's it. If you drive all your 70 out, then you got to take a 34-hour reset. So to avoid having to take a 34-hour reset, don't drive all your hours out, because wherever you at, you're gonna take that reset. So if you're trying to get home, then that's when it's most important to really to manage your time, or you're gonna run out of time like I did when I first started out. My main focus was to get home or whatever, and I didn't really know the time. It's other videos on YouTube that teach you about the clock, which I recommend you go just look it up on YouTube versus me confusing you, because now, for the last month and a half, I haven't been watching it. I haven't been trying to master the time like I was before. I'm pretty sure I still know how to do it, and to make it simple is try not to drive over 8-9 hours a day, and then you will get time back. The time cycles, I think it's 9 days or something that you get, and if you don't work the full 11 or too many hours, that time will start coming back to you. Like I said, I don't want to confuse you, so it'd be best just to look that up. Sorry, I can't really help you right there, but that's pretty much my knowledge of the clock. The best advice I can give you, I would say, is to don't drive no more than 8 hours a day, and you gotta take a break after 8 hours, a 30-minute break after 8 hours. And what else? That's pretty much it. I just wanted to kind of address your question. I ain't want to just leave you floating. And in this video, I'm probably gonna answer some more questions. That's I've been noticing. I had a few questions up there that I didn't get back to y'all, which I saw it. And if you watch my content, you'll know sometimes I see it and I'm gonna get to it later or whatever. So forgive me. But to the brother at the terminal that I met, if you see this video, if you catch this video, you was asking me about the Walmart account, which you probably figured it out by now, because I'm super late on answering it and answering your question, which I think you was doing a flatbed, and we discussed how the pay is pretty much the same here, so I wouldn't even do flatbed. If you come to Western Express, from all the flatbed drivers I talk to now, we don't really go off of word of mouth on this channel. You gotta see for yourself, because you never know. If you just listen to what everybody's saying, oh, don't go to this company or don't go to that company, then you pretty much gonna never know if you don't find out for yourself. But yeah, it's pretty simple, man. You just pretty much drive from distribution center to store, or from distribution center to distribution center. The pay is you're pretty much on a set pay, which kind of sucks because you can't make any more money. So that's what I'm kind of like staring. I love the account, don't get me wrong, but I know I got to get away from it because I need to be able to make more money, and I just don't want to be at a cap off now, unless the cap off is great. You know what I mean? Like if I'm making just wonderful money, then a cap off will be fine. But I need to be able to get paid by the mile, or work an extra day. In this count you really can't. But if you ask me, if you were to ask me about overall, I think it's the best thing to do if you come to Western Express. Now, I haven't did flatbed, but the pay I've been hearing and people I talk to, and I don't want to contradict myself because I just said don't go off of what somebody else says, but if a whole bunch of people say that you're a drug addict, 9 times out of 10 you do some type of drug, you know what I'm saying? So let's just go with that. Like, so I wouldn't be doing it if it was Western Express, maybe another company. And again, it all depends on the worker, your work ethic, and how you run, and that's what it comes down to. Like, one company could be a totally different company for somebody else. So I say just if you're thinking about leaving, I know you was looking at other companies before you even got your first load. So if you're thinking about leaving, then that's great. But if you're gonna stay, I think you should check it out. What else? Oh, like this video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. But yeah, I just been pretty much focusing. I've been finding myself kind of like a nervous feeling, like every week when I come back, which I'm doing good. Like, I can drive. I think it's just more of the trip planning thing now with me. Like, I just need to kind of stop being, I'm not being lazy, but like sometimes you can trip plan and you never know what's going to happen still. So just the not knowing what's going to happen, or if I'm gonna miss a turn, is what really gets me, because it's not like a car. Like, if you miss a turn, like, it can get stressful. Like, the best thing to do though is just keep going straight till you see a big enough space to turn around. Like, if you got to go 20 miles, I never had to go that far yet, but if you have to go 20 miles down the road, go 20 miles down the road versus getting stuck or hitting something. So that's kind of what I've been going through this week. That's why I haven't posted. Like, and this is like my third take with this video, because I'm still camera shy, or don't know how to. I'm not a person that talk a lot as it is, so I started the video and I started stuttering, and I'm like, man, hold on, let me start all over. So I'm not doing it this time, so take it or leave it, hate it or love it, however you want to put it. But I had to check in with y'all because it's been a week, and I want to stay consistent on my videos and show y'all what's going on out here. I talked to a US Express guy today, and they pay, I think I got enough experience to go. They said they pay like 58 cents, but I don't think that's starting. But like 58 cents is the Walmart grocery account, and they pay $20 per dock you bump. And what else he said? He said they don't go up to New York and PA and all that. It's just mostly West Virginia It's out of Gordonsville, DC, which is in Virginia. I ran out of there a couple times. I'm watching this truck because I gotta figure out which way I'm gonna get out of here. But anyway, it's out of Gordonsville, Virginia. They run North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. What else he say? West Virginia, which I hate West Virginia. I had a time in West Virginia last week. I'm trying to tell you, I've been to some places in West Virginia I never been last week, and it was tough. Now I know the mountains in California, because there's gonna be somebody up here to say, "Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet," which I get it. I'm not saying that I've been on the biggest mountain, but when it's new to you, it's new to you. So yeah, it was not as bad as I'm making it seem, but as you're going through it, like the time in the moment, you're like, man, what I'm about to do? And just don't panic, stay calm, which I'm pretty good with that. Like I definitely did learn that. Let me turn the AC up. I definitely did learn that, like staying calm, and I know like I'm not about to turn around. Like if I get to a place where it's like I missed a turn or the street too tight, like I'm about to keep driving. Like be smart, like for real. And also I had a blowout last week, so make sure you're doing your pre-trip, because I was in the mountains, it was dark, I just made it to the store, I didn't notice, I heard something. When I heard something, I just arrived, so it had to just happen. I just arrived, and when I got out, I went and did like a post trip around the truck, see what was going on, and one of my tires were flat on my trailer. So make sure you do your pre-trip, because you don't want to get stuck out in the mountains or something like that, and it's getting dark, and just want to be safe out here. No one's around, your cell phone not working. Like, it happens. I've been in PA where I had no service. I had smoked my brakes, and at the time I didn't know what was going on, but I was using my brakes too much, and started smoking, got hot, and my phone wasn't working. You know what I'm saying? So just be knowledgeable, keep watching videos, keep coming back to my channel, watching videos, because you're going to learn something. It's going to be little stuff, like if you plan on getting on the road, little bits and pieces, you're going to find out little things here and there, and like you'll remember, because I did. Like I was watching videos, and then like I get in certain situations, I know what to do. Like you will be amazed like how much knowledge you can gain just by watching a truck driver video, like somebody who's out here doing it. And what else? Somebody else asked me what Western Express was like. What Western Express was like. Don't listen to everybody else's opinion on these companies, man. Just call the recruiter. They say recruiters lie, which in my experience, I would say they did stretch the truth a little bit sometimes. But just do your research and pull the trigger, man. You gotta just go and do it and see for yourself. That's all. I mean, that's the best thing to tell you. Don't listen to people. These YouTubers that's bashing these companies, that's leaving this company, leaving that company. It didn't work for them. That don't mean it ain't gonna work for you. So just go try it out for yourself. And yeah, I'm not gonna drag this video out too long. If I could switch the camera around, I just don't know what's going on with that. But I would like to show y'all this area that I'm in, because it's freaking tight. It's tight. I probably can turn it around a little bit this way. Let's turn the whole joint around. But yeah, if you see that truck beside me, right there, and then they always give you the sorry, I got the camera flipping all crazy, but they always give you the tightest dock to go to. Like, when I got here, he was like, all right, just put it in door 4, which is the last door. Trucks were in here. And it's just, you just gotta do it. You just gotta put yourself out there and try it, because that's the only way you're gonna learn how to do it. And like I said a little earlier, like in the video, I still get nervous, which at one point in time I didn't have that feeling. And then I got myself in a situation where I had to humble myself. So now it's like, okay, I ain't as good as I thought I was, you know what I mean? Like, so, and that's another thing, when you get to a company, stay, man. Like, I'm ready to leave. Right now, it's up in the air. I'm working on 5 months. I think the end of October, I think like November 7th would be 6 months for me. And it really ain't nothing with the company, honestly. It's nothing with the company. And I'm still rambling, so I'm just gonna keep the video going. But it really ain't nothing with the company. I think it's just a mind thing, like coming here and knowing what everybody was saying about it, and every person you talk to, see somebody at the fuel outlet, they're gonna be like, man, I started there, you need to get away from there, you need to get away. And I mean, that stuff just started to build on you, and which I ain't gonna let somebody make a decision for me. I also need more money. That's the biggest thing. And starting out, the money ain't bad here. Like, honestly, like, come to Walmart account anyway. I'd rather have consistent money here, because at Western Express they already not paying you, starting at like 40 cents, and then the miles are not consistent. Like, you might be getting great miles coming off training or whatever, and then, you know, 1 week you're not gonna get those miles, and you'd be on a lot of live loads with your time running out, which right now my time is running out, and I got a deadline today. So like I said, if it ain't Western Express, Swift, Warner, JB, whatever company you choose, try to get on dedicated, something that's like consistent. Or if you know somebody who knows somebody, get on 1099, or, you know, somebody who just paying good money, and go with that. Work your way up, get your experience up. Like, it's looking like I need a year for a good tanker job, so I'm kind of stuck deciding what I'm going to do, because tanker, like, it's going to be the highest paying job local. Now, hopefully, if I get accepted, and if I can't get on with a tanker due to like background and you know, driving record, which is not terrible. Like, I should be able to get on anywhere. Really not gonna put my business out there like that. It's nothing, honestly, but it's just a part of me. Like, I'm a overthinker, and I always think the worst for some reason. So if I can get on with a company, tanker company home, I think I'd be comfortable. If not, I'm thinking about triples and doubles. Like I was saying before, it's all about doing something that you got to have an endorsement for, or something that everybody else can't do, not just driving a dry van around, or reefer, or, you know what I mean? Here's the guy with the paperwork. Something like that. Heavy haul. Y'all know the jobs. So work on yourself. Work on making yourself better in this industry. Bringing something to the table. Man, don't give up. Don't get discouraged. You know, you look at some information, get some information. All information, not good information. Like, you can, you know, get people talking about, oh, it's not that much money in the industry, it's not worth it, and, all kind of things. Don't let that bother you. Like, if this is something you wanted to do, don't get out here and get frustrated and run away from it. Stick around, get the experience. When it starts getting tough, stick through it. You'll get better. And yeah, go with that, man. Keep your head up, better yourself. That's the message. That is definitely the message. But anyway, I can't think of nothing else to really say. Like, I need to let some things happen to build up content. Like, I want it to be interesting. If y'all like the backing videos, because it is a lot to make the backing videos, only if I got plenty of time. I ain't pressed for time. I can do it. But if you like the backing videos, let me know. I'll keep them coming. And to the people who's in the comments that always have a problem with something, which I don't delete comments, not unless it's something that would be like real negative, which I haven't had to delete comments. But one particular person, which is in the comments every time I do a backing video, I don't know, because the questions that I ask never get answered. But I just feel like it's always like, I'm willing to learn. I'm learning. I'm a rookie or whatever. But like, if you don't like the content, or if you ain't got nothing else better to do but to hate, or to, because that's what I feel. I feel like a negative energy from this particular person. At first, it was like, I felt like it was a good. It was decent energy, but now I'm starting to feel like the energy is getting like negative. And I noticed that in a lot of the experienced drivers on the road, not on the channel, that like whenever y'all see a rookie doing something, it's just like, you never been a rookie before. Just keep in mind that you were new before too. And like, y'all, let's not be super truckers. Like, I see people who've been driving forever and maneuver the same way I do. You know what I mean? Like, it's a skill. You got to have a skill to do this job, and they get it in, and I'm building that skill to get it in. I know it's not good to jackknife trucks, which I try not to jackknife. Just certain things you got to do, you have to do, and a veteran out here has to do it. So if you're gonna be negative, just unsubscribe, watch somebody else's channel. If you're bothered by anything, then unsubscribe. Like, I really don't get the internet sometimes, like, or whatever, social media, whatever you want to call it. I really don't get it. Like, if you're bothered by certain things, like, don't watch it. And I'm not agitated or anything to the people who do watch me, and I'm not a lot of people will be like, don't address people who being negative or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just throwing it out there. Like, if anything I do bother you, or you feel like, I know another thing that bothers people, the name on the side of the truck. That will make people judge you right away. I'm gonna tell you that right now. The name on the side of the truck, especially if you're running for their company, Western Express, is, people call it all kind of Welfare Express, Convict Express. There's all kind of names for it, and people see the young people out here driving trucks, and it's just, get over yourself, man. Like, you've been in the game 20 years or however long. Like, it's somebody else's turn. Like, you keep driving, but like, don't be so negative. Cheer up. Don't be so negative, and give advice, help. You know what I mean? And I'm not one of those cats that don't take heed or don't listen. Like, not unless you sound crazy, or something like that. But anyway, now I am rambling. So like the video, please like the video, and yeah, I'm gonna make some more content. If not this week, next week. If you don't see me, just know I see you guys. So keep commenting, and I will think of new content to create, because that's really what I be doing. Like sitting here thinking, what can I give y'all? You know, something interesting. And with the experience that I'm going through, like some knowledge I can drop on y'all. But anyway, peace out. Stay tuned for the next one.